Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bernard Wesseling, and I'm from Ede, from the Netherlands. Do you remember the time you went to primary school? Okay, you do. Well, to me it seems that people always remember two things about primary school. So what were the first three letters of the alphabet? It's A, B, C. Okay, keep that in mind. Secondly, you remember the toilets on primary school? Like nicely separated, boys and girls, right? And when you push on the button or you pull the cord, your stool was gone, right? Well, at my primary school, these toilets were also a bit smelly. Well, that's the same for these kids in Cameroon. When they go to their boarding school, and they go to poo and pee in their toilets, their feces is going into an open pit. Now this pit is open and accessible, so this smell of poo and pee is all day around. Imagine that smell if you're having lunch. Now this school also produces its own food. The food is grown on the soil with chemical fertilizers, then prepared with locally firewood and charcoal, and leftovers are burned. Can there be a solution to this? Well, yes, there is. And I'm very proud to present to you the Africa Biogas company. A company that is leasing digesters for schools, hospitals, zoos like Deer Park Amersfoort, and other institutions. And besides is producing organic fertilizer. Now biogas, maybe you've heard of it, well I'm sure you've heard of it already, but I'm not sure if you know the concept. So let me just do a short recap and explain the concept to you. So I have a skill model which I borrowed, so I will just very quickly explain what happens with biogas. Biogas is a concept that's based on oxygen-free digestion of raw materials. Now these raw materials can either be plant wastes from harvests, feces like toilets, and water. Now you mix them all together, they go in the inlet right here, and they will enter this oxygen-free chamber, where those microorganisms will convert this material into two products. Now one is methane gas, on which you can cook or make electricity or lighting on site, and the other one is a slurry where you can make organic fertilizer from, and that comes out there. Now what is different about the Africa Biogas company compared to other people who are using the biogas concept is that I'm doing this at a larger scale. So with just one solution, schools and hospitals can reduce the demand for firewood or chemical fertilizers, and they can just do that by implementation of one digester. Suppose, or imagine, you are one of these students living in Bamenda and going to this boarding school. I'm sure you wouldn't like a black kitchen like this one, where your food is prepared. Now, the Africa Biogas Company organization has daughter companies in every country I'm active in. And customers not only make use of the services of organic compost production and biogas supply, they will also receive 1 share each. So that means that they own the company. Because I think you're keen if you're green. Or, as an African saying goes, you share if you can. Well, I think it's time to share. It's time to share my knowledge and my skills, rather than just keeping them for myself. And there's another reason that I'm standing here. Besides from being a technician, I'm also a social entrepreneur. And that means I can not only tackle practical problems, no, I see the bigger picture. And I hope you want to join me. So let's start together, or let's start today, with the improvement of sanitary conditions, with the production and use of organic fertilizers. Because, well, I don't want this black kitchen, so it can be gone and it can be created into a clean, healthy environment for students to learn, play, and live. Now, this solution is just nothing without your help. So I'm asking you to start sharing your knowledge and help me by getting access to resources, skills, and knowledge. So I hope that you can help me make my dreams come true. Just help me by get those students poo in the right pit. Just as simple as A, B, C. Thank you.
Wow, within 5 minutes. Thanks, Bernard.